So I mean, man, you talking about soccer, man? Oh, he was really good, man. As a youngster,
Crazy.
he was soccer, man. Basketball,
Mhm.
man. His head
Oh
was,
man.
you don't know if it was his head or the ball when he picked it up. His head was so big, but he'd be the only one kid at 5
Mhm.
dribbling the ball down the
Right.
court, not
Right.
picking it up, running, dribbling it, and oh man, it's just. Could you say that we knew he was going to be this good? No, you never really know. He was out there having fun, doing what we asked him to do, and but man, he's a special kid.
Yeah. People would ask us all the time. And I would tell people, I said, you think we put a ball in his hand from the time he was born?
Right.
But we didn't, he
Mm.
just that's just something he gravitated towards.
Hmm.
He dribbled the basketball in the house and you just like London, but I was like, you know what, whatever, just go ahead and do it. I mean, I don't care. That's what he loves. He loves
Yeah.
sports and video games. Those are
Sure.
his main two things. So yeah, he just grew up loving it. We didn't push it on him. We told the kids, whatever
Right.
y'all want to do, you do. And that's just the path that I think not only London chose, but I think that's the path that God has chosen for London. We get compliments all the time. I think it's just a blessing and a testament to, I think, who we are as his parents. Both of us growing up as athletes ourselves and just understanding respect for everyone. I think we've always taught him that he's a team player. He's always been a team player. He cares about others sometimes before himself, and sometimes we're like, you can't do that. But that's just who he is. And like I said, I think that's just a testament of Rodney and I and just how we've raised him to always, care about others before yourselves. And that's just us being raised in a Christian home, and we've always felt that way. And London's just that type of kid. We get compliments from his principals, from teachers and coaches. It's just how good of a kid he is. And, I just pray that he continues to be that way.
I could just think back, until like his freshman year, he was like top 10 in the nation,
Right.
you know. And so, we get new coaches, whatever. They only play him on one side of the ball, and then,
Hmm.
he gets injured, and just everything that could happen to a kid happened.
Right.
He signs with Baylor, he drops 150 spots,
Which is
you
crazy.
know,
Yeah.
and the thing he told me, he said, "Dad, man, I'm not worried about that, man. I'm just gonna keep working, you know."
Hmm.
And man, the kid, people don't see what he does off the field.
Hmm.
He's calling guys wanting to go throw. He's lifting weights. He's doing everything he has to do to be great. And that's to me, if he doesn't make it in athletics, he's going to make it in the world because
Right.
he has that mindset, man, where, man, I got to work to get what I want. And he doesn't mind working. So that really, really pushed him over the edge for me, man. That his work ethic.
I think another thing too, and I try to explain to him, and not only him, but his sister too, I would always tell him, we're a sports family. But I said,
Right.
the sport is what you do, it's not who you are. And you're not defined by the sport, you're defined by who you are as a person. And I've always told Sydney and London that, just to remember that, to don't take everything people say with a grain of salt. You are who you are. You're loved by me and your dad, regardless of what happens on the field and
Hmm.
off the field. And so I think us instilling in, we can get on him sometimes, but he
Sure.
knows that we love him regardless, win or lose, we love you. And
Yeah.
and I think that's the big thing that, it's not the end of the world. I know sometimes he feels like it is, and things do happen. And as a teenager, he feels that, I guess, sometimes. But I
Right.
think he thinks about it, and after the next day, it's like, okay, it's over. I'm gone. I'm
Hmm.
moving on. And I think his daddy got him like that too. Just like, I'm moving on. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. I got to get better. And that's where, when his dad said he's in the gym or he's doing this or he's doing that. So
If he
For
has
sure.
a critic, I have, it's what
Yeah.
people say it's got to be simple because how I get on him, and I mean,
he's not
I
based.
promise you, man, they saying it's probably funny to him
Right.
compared to what me and him talk about, or
Okay.
if he drop a ball,
Oh
Right.
gosh.
come on, man, it's
Uh-huh.
just, what they saying is it's got to be hilarious. Yeah, the legacy that we've built, and his sister coming over and now him, man, that's kind of exciting. I can't think of the word I'm looking
Hmm.
for,
You're
but
good.
I mean, that's surreal.
Right.
How often does that happen?
Mhm.
Mom, dad, sister, now son, whole family. It's again, it's surreal, and we're very very proud of not only him but Sydney too. She's her own person. She gets out of it. You know, I know you folks are love as brother and sister, but man, they love each other. They talk all the time, and it's a special situation. They are both competitive, man.
Yeah.
We could be sitting around. I mean, they could be playing cards, man. If you could imagine the smoke coming out your hair when one of them lose, let's play again. From whatever. Playing cards to going outside and playing basketball. I mean, man, both of them very very competitive, man. And I'd have to agree, man. He is, you know, the athlete he is, maybe because of her.
Yep.
She's driven him to some spots. But man,
Hmm.
it's a great thing. It's great to see.
I do. I don't eat before he plays. I don't eat
Okay.
before any of my kids play. I can't take it. Nerves, nerves are with me. So yeah, Friday nights I may not eat dinner until after the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. And I ask my mom all the time. I said, "Why do I do that?" And she said, "You just want them to do well." And that's it. I just want them to do well. I want, no hurt, harm, or danger to come to any of them. And so um I get nervous. I can get rowdy with the refs every now and then, so I sit up as
Sure.
high as I can, away from everybody. I sit high up, so nobody can hear me.
Hmm.
The things that bother me sometimes, they'll put two or three on him and,
Oh,
trying to take him out the game, man. And
right.
that bothers me sometimes,
Hmm.
but that's football.
It's part of the territory.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, the expectation is the expectation, man.
Right.
I just expect him to be great in whatever he does.
I think it's going to be fun. Me, still being over at Baylor and
Right.
um, having both of my kids close to home. That's definitely going to be a blessing for me. Get to see my kids there hopefully every day. I don't know if I'll get to see London every day. I get to
Sure.
see Sid, but I don't know if I'll get
Yeah.
to see London. But just having them, having them close to home is definitely going to be a blessing. I think for me, I tell people all the time. I say, they as I'm traveling all the time when they were younger, I'd be away on the weekends and they'd be home.
Hmm.
And I think I get that opportunity back now. And
Yeah.
that's just a blessing for me. I don't have to miss any activities for either one of them anymore. And so I think that's just a blessing to me to have that opportunity back. This is fun. It's
Yeah.
fun to watch. Yeah, it's definitely fun. I guess as a parent, you worry too. You're like, okay,
Right.
what is this kid gonna do? How good is this kid? And my husband always say I'm the doubter. I'm like, ugh, I always worry. And it's just as a mom, you
Sure.
worry. But he's so good and he gets so much attention. You just like, is this real? Are we really living in
Hmm.
this? His dad and I were both great athletes, but
Right.
I think what he's done has definitely, surpassed what either one of us have done. And so
Okay.
it makes me nervous, sometimes just to say, how good is he really going to be? And I'm like, is he that good? I ask my husband
Right.
that sometimes. I don't know. I'm
Right.
watching, I mean, yeah, I'm watching him. I've been watching him since he was a baby. And so I'm just like, that's my baby. That's what I see, and
Sure.
so I ask all the time, is he really that good? And my husband's like, yeah, he
Yeah.
is. I'm like, it's just fun to watch. I mean, I'm
Right.
so proud of him. But I think, like you mentioned earlier, the thing that I'm most proud about is the fact that he's humble
Mm.
and he continues to stay that way. I think that's as a mom, as parents, I think that's what we're most proud of.
Very
But
humble, very humble.
very, yeah. You look at him, and you know how people say, "Oh, my kid is this, my kid is that," and I
Right.
want to say that sometimes, but I'm like, "Am I over exaggerating?"
Hmm. I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
For
It's
sure.
fun to watch. It's definitely fun to watch. But like I said, with both of us being great athletes, it's really good to see him just kind of develop into his own. and to
Yeah.
see where he takes that. I mean, because at this point, it's so different now. There's just like the sky's the limit for him.